Another edition of Yo Boy in the House with Hack, and you know what it is. It's Hack, bitch. All right, today I got joining me one of the Chicago Southside entertainment building blowing up brothers, Sycocsis, LDorado Jonez, that man, and mama, there go that man, Chris. You know what I'm saying? The producer, the man producer on the set, and they call themselves greater than self. What's up, gentlemen?
Indeed. What's going on with it, man? What's going on? Thanks for having us.
So we gonna jump right into this. We ain't gonna do the hood shit, waste no time. LDorado, you just dropped a new EP on Friday.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about it.
Man, Koreatown Hostel, that's the new project. It's called Koreatown Hostel because it documents my journey from the south side of Chicago, Harvey World specifically. Make sure the camera one don't fall. Coming from the south side of Chicago, making my way out to LA. I stayed in a few places around LA, including a few hostels in Koreatown. So it's really a audio documentary of my travels, of my journey, dig? So I'm allowing people to get in the car with me and ride out with me and see what I'm talking about.
Okay, we hear you. So I was listening to the album, and like I always do when I listen to an album, I look for that one thing that's gonna catch me. I got to track 3 and stopped.
All right.
Tell us about Gorilla.
Oh man. So Gorilla. Gorilla is the story of being in an unfamiliar place, and you may be enjoying some all natural essence of the earth, we'll say.
Yeah, right. We love the essence of the earth.
The essence of the earth, and just being in a position where you feel like you might be on edge a little bit because you're not really sure your surroundings. You might even feel paranoid. You start questioning, man, what's going on? Did you hear something? I heard something. Man, what's going on? It's one of those situations. So it's really just about a man in an unfamiliar place, in unfamiliar surroundings, and trying to get my footing. You dig?
Just like a gorilla would do. So Chris, you produced the album, correct?
Yes, sir. What's going on, everybody? I am the homie Chris. That's TheHomieChris. Follow me on all social media. I'm gonna say my name hella times during this podcast because you're gonna know who the hell I am. Goddamn
me. Hey, when you listen to his music out there, I'm gonna tell y'all, when y'all listen to the man music, you hear. You gonna, whenever you hear, there go mama, there go that man, y'all know who they talking about. So to my understanding, also Sycocsis, you had a little bit to do with this project as well.
I mean, from my perspective, my input is that we the family, you know what I mean? As a family, as a team. We did a lot of shows together collectively as a 3-man weave. And even though myself and Chris don't rap on this album, you know, the vibe that they created together, the ideas, the concepts, we kind of do it, you know, we think it through as a team. So this is really, I can't take no credit for this for real, other than to say these my brothers and I'm bringing them to you. But LDorado Jonez and the homie Chris, they literally created a new sound and a new genre that they call a Grimo, which you need to ask them to explain that because I ain't gonna even try to.
So we're gonna get back to talking about the album a little bit more with LDorado, because
yes,
I was listening to Here We Go, and I say, shit, I got to play this shit for my girl when she come over here. Here we go. Here we go. We ain't gonna get into that. Come on, y'all stop that now. That is some yeet right there. You blowing off right there with that, Chris. That's a little bit about that song.
So with Here We Go, really, the thing of it was L was actually riding downtown on a bike. Like L, man, I can curse on her, can't I?
Hell motherfucking yeah.
Oh, okay,
Grown
cool.
ass.
I'm just making.
This is a
I'm
grown.
making sure.
Okay,
I'm making sure. I'm making sure.
let me give a public announcement, message. You gonna hear words like shit, ass, fuck, goddamn on this podcast quite often. So get fucking ready for it. All right.
There it is.
Now back to the homie Chris.
So yeah, L was riding downtown on a bike. This nigga exercised like no other. But so I literally hit him on the phone, like, hey, yo, I just made these 2 beats. And when he made it, as far as the song, I let him tell you that process. But my process for making the beat for him, I get a little bit into that. It was just really, I wanted something to where that particular song, Elle and I were just talking about that earlier. No bullshit. That's going to be the sleep on the whole album.
Mm-hmm.
Of all 5 tracks, Here We Go is the sleeper.
Here we
when
go.
that shit gets played in the party, I'm spraying champagne everywhere on my mama.
Oh shit, ladies, y'all better watch out for that shit. Y'all hear this one in the club, it's gonna kill you. You know, so when you was putting together the lyrics for that, LDorado, you know, what was going through your mind? Is this speaking to any particular female lady out there that we might need to know something about?
Here's the funny thing. And you ask Sycocsis what his contribution on the project is. That song is reflective of several nights in LA. Some me and him was kicking it. Some it was me and the homie Chris, as well as the homie Hokage Leland. Shout out to Leland out there. So my brothers was coming out and kicking it with me in LA, and we was really grooving in the LA night scene. And that song is reflective of a few situations where, you know, you in the spot and you like, oh, that's your homegirl? Oh. How's she feeling?
I know about them kind of days. Yeah, we never did them days myself.
Yeah, man.
Them be some good ones, especially in the shy. So we're gonna go back a little bit to talk about some of the earlier projects you gentlemen I put together. And we're going to stop and talk about the new release of the new movie, Becky, that we had an instance to discuss with Sycocsis on a different episode in the House with Hack. And so your contribution, you and Chris, all y'all had something to do with that. So, you know, talk a little bit about that movie venture.
Man, it's been a culmination of a lot of work, man, trying to cultivate these relationships on the business end of the music and find a way to position ourselves to be able to move the music into other realms besides just our rap. We trying to get into more films, trying to get into scoring more films, scoring video games, commercials, and it's just about the relationships that we're trying to build, relationships with independent film companies, the relationships with music licensing libraries or music publishing houses. That's the unglamorous side of the music business, but that's also the side that really will take care of you if you're fortunate enough to get a career in this business. That's where your legs will really grow and continue to push and continue to carry you throughout the years. That particular movie, it came from building a relationship with a particular music supervisor on that film venture who works at an independent film company, and staying in contact. Hey, here's my email. I think I got some good music that can go with any upcoming projects you got. And hey, when you're ready to work, let us know. They sent the green light, said what they were looking for. We dipped in the catalog, pulled out that nonstop, and the rest is history. We moving forward nonstop.
So you guys, you know, a lot of people don't understand the Chicago scene of music. It's not that inviting. Y'all guys been out there for years. Y'all been working hard at it.
Yeah.
Y'all been struggling and striving, and y'all going on to do great things. I'm glad to see you brothers being motivated the way y'all is. Now, with a lot of these things that's going on out here with this Black Power movement, with us fighting for our rights, this COVID-19, you know, we looking at future projects coming from you guys. So coming up out of some of these things, it's a lot to talk about right now. It's a whole lot to talk about. But we ain't gonna dove all off into that. You know what I'm saying? That's for another show. But what I would like to see is, you know, like in the past, Sycocsis has had some things that I very particularly would like to see some remixes done too. I ain't gonna mention no particular songs like Black Whip.
Everybody love Black Whip.
Everybody.
I'm gonna tell you though, when I first heard, see, I gotta tell y'all people this story right quick. I gotta give y'all the story of the song when I first heard Miss Sycocsis come with the cut Black Whip. I was at the barber shop. He hit me on the phone. He was getting off work. He said, "Bruh, my boy just made this beat. I want you to hear this." And we just did a demo on it. I want you to hear what it sound like. So I jump in the ride with him. He pull up in the shop. I jump in the ride with him. He throw it on. After about 45 seconds, I was like,
Yeah.
Then I listened to it a little bit more. I said, Then I did one of these right here. That's that shit right there.
Lean back a little bit.
See, so that was one of them cuts that make you want to just lean back, sit back, and enjoy the ride, let this shit ride with you, and do what you got to do while you listening to this, to this musical interlude of life in the Black Whip.
One thing about that, Hack, is that actually, ironically, we're talking about it because that song was one of the first times me and LDorado Jonez did a collaboration on the record. He's on that song, and that was kind of the start of our relationship and us recording that song. He did his verse here, and I was in St. Louis where the homie Chris is from, and I went in the studio and we laid it down, and that kind of like connected these dots that you see in front of you right now.
Reconnected.
Yeah, reconnected those dots, and hey man, who is that? I mean, who is that? And then we all link up, and then we've been snowballing ever since to make some power moves. But I think speaking to what you were just saying a second ago, coming out of this, these two guys are somewhere between Lil Wayne and Tupac, where they just store music for years and years. So they have several projects ready. And me myself,
right. Them some big shoes right there.
Yeah, I don't endorse what he just said at all. I don't endorse that.
That's cool. You don't have to. They're gonna have a lot of catalog music coming real soon for people. And me myself, I'll be back in the lab real soon because you are right. This time is, you know, a different time. Things feel different, which is why I think Koreatown Hostel is so necessary right now, because I didn't think it was possible to turn on something that was gonna make me feel calm down. This last week been so stressful, so tense, so anxious. I've been to the gun store about 2-3 times, like a couple other people have. And when I hear Koreatown Hostel, like I literally just get in a good vibe. And I've heard it, and it's still changing my mood. And I think that is the most important thing that music can do. Music can literally change how you feel and how you think. And I think LDorado and the homie Chris did an amazing job of doing that with this project.
So now, since we done talked about the music, we done talked about the movies, we done talked about the women. At the end, at the conclusion of every interview, Hack comes up with a top 5. Here on top 5, if you saw the episode with my friend Sycocsis here, we asked him what was his top 5 meals that he liked to have for dinner. I'm not gonna make it that easy for you guys.
Okay.
We don't do top. We don't care about top 5 rappers here. We don't care about top 5 music because the other people can talk about that shit all day long. So I'm gonna start with you, LDorado.
Let's get
Because
it.
I know you take of the finer thing, the herbal things in life. I'm gonna ask you this question. Only here in Hack's house when you hear this type of shit.
Let's get it.
What are your top 5 strands you like to smoke?
I knew it.
I knew it was going there. I knew it was going there.
And I'm gonna blaze one up for you while I say that.
And I'm in no way a connoisseur. I'm in no way a connoisseur, but I'll say this. I don't even know if I'm gonna put them in order, but OG Kush, some shit that my cousin gave me called Experimental Number 9, which I talked about in Gorilla.
That sounds
Pink,
like some good shit right there.
Pink Dream, Vanilla Gorilla, and Gorilla Glue.
Gorilla Glue.
Obviously.
Got me going.
Well, we should have known that Gorilla Glue was gonna be up in there since we got a track called Gorilla on the album. So we already knew that. We had that idea.
This sounds like a natural endorsement forming right now.
Matter of fact, I'm smoking some Gorilla right now.
Let's go.
Hey,
That glue.
That glue, baby. So we got those 5 from LDorado, and we're gonna ask you to repeat them one more time. You said that OG Kush.
OG Kush, Experimental Number 9.
Experimental Number 9.
Yeah. Pink Dream.
Pink Dream.
Oh shit, let me know. I'm gonna take Pink Dream out, put Wedding Cake. Wedding Cake was that fire.
See,
Wedding
now,
Cake
now you making
Billy
sense.
Kemper wedding cake or wedding cake?
Now you making sense.
Wedding
right
cake.
there. With wedding cake.
You gotta get on that Billy Kemper wedding cake, King. I got you.
We're gonna
Wedding Cake.
Wedding Cake.
Vanilla Gorilla and Gorilla Glue.
All right. So vanilla, and some Gorilla, and the this Experimental Number 9. That's some shit I ain't never heard of. I'm gonna have to go search for that shit right there. Experimental Number 9.
That shit had.
I'm gonna have to call up my weed doctor. Weed doctor, do you know anything about this Experimental Number 9? I need you to try a dose of that shit real quick.
Man, look here. That Experimental Number 9 had us walking through downtown LA for 50 minutes. We walked through motherfucking Skid Row. We walked from motherfucking Skid Row to past the Staples Center.
Yeah, that was that was some experimental shit right there.
Sideways, and this is after the club. It was.
Back to our top 5, and before we go, we're gonna let our homie, the big homie Chris, let us know the top 5.
Oh shit!
Here it comes.
Snacks his ass like to eat while he on COVID-19 lockdown. What's your top 5 snacks, bruh? Come on, give it to it.
I'm gonna give you a chance to change it because I just went vegan before the COVID started, so my snacks are kind of like limited.
That makes it that much more interesting.
I got you. Okay, so then
I ain't never experienced no what fucking type of snacks do vegans eat?
Nothing. We damn near eat her. But
y'all can't eat no dairy, y'all can't eat no meat. Y'all just y'all eat only certain type of vegetables and shit.
We just heard for real. I ain't gonna lie to you. We just heard. But nah, top 5 snacks. My go-to definitely is pears. Oh my God. Them motherfuckers be so juicy. Ooh-wee. You ever had a motherfucking golden pear and you eat the
pear?
Yeah.
Oh, pear. I keep forgetting, y'all. This nigga's from St. Louis.
He's from St. Louis.
So they say shit different. Pear.
Yeah.
RSL fully announcing pear, sir, pear. Yeah.
Is this a man who says "ka"? Talking about moi?
Hey, goddamn it.
What's going on here?
I'm from the streets of Chicago. That's how we said the car. The car.
And that's how we say "per." You hear me?
Per.
We had this argument all the time.
Yeah. But per is definitely one. Another go-to is hummus. People sleep on hummus. Hummus hella fire with tortilla chips. You eat them shits late at night. Ooh, wee. Talking about, man.
I tried.
You ever had mashed potatoes and gravy? Fuck
tried
that
this.
shit.
I
You need
tried
tortilla
that shit
chips
before.
and motherfucking hummus. That shit is delicious. Tastes
tried
like white
that.
Jesus made that shit.
Hold on, Chris. Goddamn, man. That's just too damn much, man. That's too damn much, man. That shit
I
is
tried
not
to
that
tell you.
fucking good. I had some before.
That shit is magnificent.
I'm not gonna knock you. I'm
They
not
got
gonna knock you
87
because
different flavors.
that's what you
They got
like.
87 different flavors.
I'm not
They got
gonna
a
knock.
dark chocolate hummus.
So
Man,
hummus,
I eat.
a pear, some hummus. Come
Number
on.
3.
You snacks,
Number
man. Let
3.
us know what the fuck the vegans be snacking on.
We fuck with oats. You know what people do, like overnight oats and shit? I don't know if y'all hip to that, where they just soak it in water and then they let it puff up. And it be for the parents who don't feel like cooking in the morning and shit. So they'll do the oats overnight. Then the kid get it out the refrigerator, the shit already made. He just scoop the shit and go to school. Like, go on, let me go to school. But overnight oats is delicious. Number 4 is avocado and hemp seeds. Man, that shit's so fire. Put a little bit of garlic salt on there, then a little bit of agave nectar.
Avocado and hemp seeds.
Hemp seeds, yes, sir. Hemp seeds.
Right. Okay.
Then number 5.
Number 5. Here we go. Number 5.
Dates. Dates are delicious. If you're not hip to what dates are, I'm gonna give y'all a little tip listening. Get some dates and get you like a sweet wine, like a Moscato or something like that with your lady.
Yeah,
Thank you, lady. Dates. I'm telling you, dates with a little sweet line. Yeah, DATES. Dates.
All right,
dates
y'all.
are fire.
That was the most gangster fucking vegan menu of all time, nigga.
that is like,
he over here sounding like vegan Suge.
Right. Eat some motherfucking dates, you bitch.
Man, that shit good.
I don't know how to.
Everybody need water, nigga. Drink that shit.
Exactly.
I'm like, what the fuck is this shit he talking about? I don't fucking know.
I'm gonna send you the link to that video if you've never seen it. It's hilarious.
I can imagine. So Chris, the homie Chris gives us his top 5 vegan snacks. But like I said once again, I want to thank you, gentlemen, for being on the show. That's Sycocsis, LDorado Red, whose album LDorado Jonez, whose album is out right now. It's called Hostel,
Koreatown
Hostel.
Hey.
Korea Hostel. It's the new album. You can find it on Apple Music, iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, Idol,
everywhere.
Twitch.
Check me out.
Check them out.
Online.
Check them out online at
LDorado Jonez at LDorado Jonez at LDorado Jonez.
And we can get at the homie Chris at
TheHomiechris. But on Instagram, it is the real homie Chris. Again, that is spelled TheHomiechris. The homie Chris. The homie Chris. The homie Chris. The homie Chris.
All right, the homie Chris, y'all.
The homie Chris, baby.
I'm your boy, Hat. I'm in the motherfucking house. Y'all can find me at Hack's house. You know where to look. You know where to go. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. We at this bitch.
Hey.